Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." In a world that constantly influences how we think, feel, and behave, imagine discovering the ability to stay calm and truly happy, no matter what's happening around you. That's not just strength, it's transformation. And it doesn't begin with changing the world, but by mastering something even more powerful, your own mind. Stoicism offers us timeless tools, resilience, gratitude, and clarity to live not just wisely, but fully. This isn't about ancient philosophy. It's about your reality, today. It's about keeping your inner peace in a chaotic world, finding joy in the little things, and turning your mornings into moments of purpose rather than pressure. So, if life feels overwhelming, or if you're simply curious how age-old wisdom can help you thrive in a noisy modern age, stay with me. This might be more than just another video. Let's explore Stoic practices that can ground your day, sharpen your focus, and bring a deeper sense of happiness, starting from the moment you wake up. If you've made it this far, you're already different. You're someone who seeks depth, clarity, and meaning in life, and that curiosity sets you apart. Now, let's talk about something simple, yet deeply powerful, a Japanese concept called ikigai. 1. Discovering your ikigai, a reason to wake up inspired. Ikigai is that sweet intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. It's your personal reason for being, your why. Imagine waking up with a sense of excitement because your day has meaning, not just responsibilities, but purpose. Marcus Aurelius didn't just preach resilience. He believed we all have a role, and it's our duty to live it fully, with honesty and heart. When that idea meets ikigai, life stops feeling like a chore and starts feeling like a calling. But how do you find your ikigai? Start by asking yourself, what energizes me? What am I naturally good at? How can I help others? What value can I offer that people would pay for? Don't rush the answers. This is a journey of discovery, not a quiz. The deeper you explore, the clearer it becomes. And when you begin aligning your actions with this deeper purpose, even small, routine tasks feel meaningful. Relationships grow richer, creativity flows. And happiness, it becomes your baseline, not just a rare guest. So before you set your alarm tonight, ask yourself, what's one thing that would make me want to get out of bed tomorrow? Ikigai isn't about instant change. It's a quiet evolution, showing up daily with intention and purpose. Just as Marcus Aurelius believed, greatness comes not from grand gestures, but from consistent, meaningful action. Because ultimately, finding your ikigai isn't just about personal joy. It's about recognizing your place in something much bigger and offering your unique thread to the greater tapestry of life. Start the night before. Set the tone before the day begins. Let's be real. Your morning doesn't start with your alarm. It starts the night before. It's easy to fall into the habit of late-night scrolling or binge-watching just one more episode. But every choice you make in the evening either sets you up for success or steals it from you. Your brain needs downtime, a chance to decompress, reflect, and reset. That's where an intentional evening routine becomes powerful. And no, this isn't about strict self-discipline or turning your night into a checklist. It's about respecting your rest the way you respect your goals. Simple changes make a huge difference. Try cutting screen time an hour before bed. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about giving your brain the signal that it's time to slow down. Jot down your top 2 to 3 priorities for tomorrow. That single habit gives your morning clarity and direction. Take a few deep breaths or do a short meditation. It's not fluff, it's science-backed stress relief, helping your mind and body prepare for deep, restful sleep. This isn't about perfection, it's about control over the few things that truly shape how your day begins. Because here's the truth. You might not be able to control tomorrow's events, but you can control how you arrive to meet them. And that starts with the choices you make the night before. 3. Embrace a quiet morning. Protect your focus. Now picture this. You wake up. No pings, no emails, no social media noise, just silence and space to think. That's not a luxury. That's a strategy. Marcus Aurelius didn't have Instagram, but he knew all about distraction. He believed in starting the day with clarity, focus, and presence. He understood that where your attention goes, your life follows. So give yourself a buffer in the morning, even just 10 to 15 minutes of screen-free time. Breathe, stretch, reflect, set an intention. Because in the stillness, you reclaim your mind before the world claims it for you. 3. Guard your mornings. Begin with intention, not distraction. Let's be honest, reaching for your phone the moment you wake up is second nature for many of us. But doing so instantly throws you into reaction mode. Emails, messages, updates, all demanding your attention before you've even taken a breath. Instead, consider carving out a digital-free pocket of time at the start of your day. Not because technology is bad, but because you deserve to begin on your own terms. Imagine the first hour of your day filled not with noise, but with presence. Maybe you read a few pages of a good book, meditate, write a few thoughts in a journal, or simply sip your coffee while watching the morning light shift across your window. That's not wasted time. It's an investment in clarity, focus, and peace. By holding back the digital flood, you build a mental buffer, a space where your own thoughts take priority over the world's demands. It's not about doing more. It's about clearing the clutter so you can focus on what actually matters. The Stoics nailed this. Focus on what's within your control. You can't stop the flood of messages waiting for you, but you can decide when to face them. So, tomorrow morning, challenge yourself to start with stillness. Resist the urge to scroll. Be present, because every morning is a fresh chance to show up for the person you're trying to become. 4. Wake up consistently. Build the habit that builds everything else. Consistency might not sound exciting, but it's powerful. Waking up at the same time every day is more than a productivity hack. It's a declaration, a signal to yourself that you are in charge of how your day begins. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, weren't just about enduring hardship. They championed living deliberately, with purpose, with discipline. And waking up consistently is a simple but profound way to practice that. It gives your day structure. You're no longer scrambling the moment your feet hit the floor. You're starting with calm, direction, and control. Of course, building consistency isn't easy. Especially in the beginning, it feels like a fight. But that's where change starts. Not with giant leaps, but with small choices repeated daily. Getting up at the same time might seem minor, but over time it creates momentum. And momentum, guided by intention, is how transformation begins. 4th, discipline over comfort. Why getting up matters. Let's face it, your bed will always feel warmest right when you need to get up. And the snooze button, it's practically begging for one more tap. But this is where the Stoic mindset steps in, especially the practice of perseverance. It's not about being harsh with yourself. It's about remembering why you're doing this. Getting up when you said you would isn't just about the morning. It's a small daily promise kept, a signal to yourself that your goals matter more than momentary comfort. Becoming a morning person isn't really about sunrises. It's about shaping yourself into someone who is intentional, resilient, and aligned with your values from the very start of the day. So how do you stay consistent? Start by setting your intention the night before. Ask yourself, do I want more quiet time to think? Do I want to move my body before the world wakes up? Do I want to feel less rushed, more grounded? Then shape your environment to help. Go to bed a little earlier. Let natural light into your room. Place your alarm somewhere that forces you to get up. When it gets tough, and it will, remember, every morning you rise on your terms. You're not just waking up, you're strengthening the muscle of self-mastery. 5. Progress over perfection, the power of self-compassion. Now, with all this talk about routines, discipline and structure, let's not forget something vital. You're human. And humans, we mess up. We crave ease. We take the shortcut sometimes. That's not weakness, that's nature. Starting new habits, especially ones that challenge your comfort zone, can feel like a battle in the beginning. And that's okay. Here's where Stoicism offers something often overlooked: compassion. Yes, the Stoics were tough, but they also understood the importance of patience, especially with yourself. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reminded himself not to be harsh when he slipped up. His goal wasn't perfection, it was progress. It was showing up again and again, even after falling short. So if you sleep in one morning, don't spiral. Reflect, reset, try again tomorrow. Because living with intention doesn't mean getting it right every time. It means coming back to what matters again and again, with grace and with resolve. Be kind to yourself. Growth requires grace. Yes, the early mornings can be tough. Your bed feels like the most comforting place on earth, and your willpower is half asleep. And sure, some mornings you'll give in. That's okay. This is where real resilience kicks in, not by punishing yourself for slipping, but by practicing the very Stoic principle of grace under pressure, even when the pressure comes from within. Marcus Aurelius didn't shame himself for every failure. He reflected, learned, and moved forward. That's the mindset we need when we're building something new, whether it's a routine or a mindset. It's not about being perfect, it's about showing up again. Each new day is a chance to try, not with guilt, but with renewed intention. Self-compassion isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's the understanding that real growth happens slowly through effort, patience, and a willingness to keep going. 6. Small wins, big change. Discipline in the details. Let's talk about the little things. Moving your alarm across the room, making your bed, waking up on time, even when it's hard. These aren't just chores, they're statements. They say, I choose to start my day with purpose. They say, I care about how I live, even when no one's watching. The Stoics believed that greatness wasn't found in rare heroic acts, but in the daily commitment to virtue and discipline. That starts in the morning, in the small, almost invisible decisions that shape your character. Why focus on the small stuff? Because it's within your control. You may not be able to influence every challenge life throws your way, but you can choose how you greet each morning. And those choices lay the foundation for a steadier, stronger you. Every time you do the small thing, especially when it's inconvenient, you're casting a vote for the person you want to become. 7. Accountability. Don't go it alone. Discipline is powerful, but shared discipline, that's transformational. When you share your goals with someone, a friend, partner, colleague, you bring your intentions out of your mind and into the world. You turn a private promise into a shared journey. An accountability partner is more than just someone who checks if you got up on time. They're a mirror a motivator, and a teammate. Someone who reminds you of why you started and helps you stay the course when your motivation dips. This isn't about perfection, it's about partnership. The Stoics, for all their talk of self-reliance, valued community. They understood the importance of surrounding yourself with people who challenge you to be better, who support your pursuit of wisdom, virtue, and growth. Find someone who shares your mindset. Check in regularly, be honest, be supportive, offer encouragement, and be open to receiving it too. Because while the journey is yours to walk, there's no rule saying you have to walk it alone. A strong partnership with someone who shares your goals can do more than just keep you on track. It can lift you up. When there's honesty, mutual encouragement, and space to be real with each other, your progress becomes something shared, not just personal. Morning routines turn into more than habits. They become part of a deeper journey toward living with purpose and discipline together. There's another powerful idea that the Stoics lived by, the reminder that life is short. Rather than being dark or depressing, it's a call to live fully, to use your time wisely, to leave behind something meaningful. Every time you open your eyes in the morning, it's an opportunity, one you might not get again. That alone is reason enough to live deliberately. Whether it's growing personally, helping others, or simply making today matter more than yesterday, this awareness can change how you see the day ahead. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on how temporary everything is. But instead of letting that weigh him down, it helped him rise above the noise, to focus on what mattered, to lead with virtue, and to act with purpose. When we keep the end in mind, we start focusing on what's truly valuable, the people around us, the way we spend our time, and the impact we leave behind. Suddenly, a morning routine isn't just about productivity, it's about presence. It's about recognizing that this day is a gift. And with that awareness, even life's small frustrations shrink. We stop getting pulled into every little distraction or setback because we understand how little time we really have. That clarity builds resilience, sharpens our focus, and helps us keep moving toward what matters most, with gratitude and with intention. When we truly grasp the value of the present moment, it shifts how we show up in our lives. This awareness isn't meant to create fear. It's an invitation to live more fully. The idea isn't to obsess over the end, but to appreciate today for what it really is, a chance to grow, connect, and live with meaning. Start by taking a quiet moment each morning to reflect. Think of the day ahead as a blank canvas. Ask yourself, if this were your last day, would you be content with how you're about to live it? Not in a dramatic way, but with clarity. This kind of reflection helps you reconnect with what matters and to move through your day with more purpose and presence. This mindset doesn't push you into anxiety. It pulls you into appreciation. You begin to see your time, your actions, even your relationships in a different light. Every choice starts to feel more intentional. Every morning becomes a chance to build something meaningful, not someday, but now. While we often hear that thinking positive will attract success, the Stoics offered something much more grounded, the practice of visualizing what could go wrong, not to invite misfortune, but to prepare for it. It's called negative visualization, and it's not about being pessimistic. It's about strengthening your ability to handle life. Imagine the small things, a delay, an unexpected change in plans, or even the larger things we hope never happen. This isn't about fear. It's about mental readiness. By rehearsing potential difficulties in your mind, you train yourself to respond instead of react. You build emotional stability and inner calm. So when something actually does go off track, you're not caught off guard. You've already met this moment in your thoughts. You're ready, This idea was central to the Stoics, from Marcus Aurelius to Seneca. They knew that by accepting the impermanence of everything outside our control, we could focus more deeply on how we respond, how we think, and how we act. Including this practice in your morning, even just for a minute, can change the way you walk through the day. You're not stepping into the world blind to its chaos. You're walking in with a mindset that's ready for it. And the unexpected benefit? It deepens your appreciation. When you take the time to imagine life without the things or people you love, you return to the present with a stronger sense of gratitude. You start to see ordinary moments as extraordinary. What once felt routine now feels like a blessing. Appreciating what we have right now becomes more powerful when we realize how easily it could be lost. This isn't about living in fear. It's about using that awareness to deepen our connection to the present. It's a quiet mental shift that reminds us just how much there is to be grateful for in this very moment. Practicing negative visualization in a healthy way starts with just a few minutes each morning. Think ahead. Imagine some of the obstacles the day might bring, or reflect on the larger uncertainties of life. Then picture how you'd like to respond. What strengths would you tap into? What could you learn from that challenge? How might you grow because of it? Then, let the thought go. Carry the insight with you, but not the weight. Move into your day with a steadier mind, more prepared, more grounded, and far more appreciative of the ordinary comforts around you. And just as we begin the day with awareness, we can end it with gratitude, a practice that quietly reshapes how we see our lives. Writing down a few things you're thankful for each night doesn't take much time, but its effect runs deep. It could be something small, a kind word, a moment of calm, a task you finally completed, or simply the comfort of your bed after a long day. These reflections aren't trivial. They're reminders of abundance in the midst of everyday life. When we focus on what's already good, we naturally let go of what's missing. That shift is at the heart of Stoic wisdom, to keep our attention on what's within our control and to find contentment in what we already have. Gratitude before sleep doesn't just bring peace in the moment. It sets a tone for the next morning. Instead of waking up in stress or dread, we rise with a quiet sense of purpose, already in tune with the good that surrounds us. This simple habit starts to ripple outwards. We begin to value the people in our lives more deeply. We notice beauty in the ordinary, in shared laughter, passing moments, or even silence. We grow more present, more aware, and more connected. And as we take in all these practices, the tools that help shape stronger mornings and calmer minds, we realize they point to something greater. A life lived well isn't built on grand gestures or constant achievement. It's built on presence, on peace, on gratitude. Not for what we hope to gain, but for what's already here. This journey isn't about chasing perfection. It's about meeting each day with more clarity, more strength, and a deeper sense of appreciation. Through these small, intentional practices, you're not just changing how your mornings look. You're slowly reshaping the way you live. The ability to live with purpose, resilience, and quiet joy has always been within you. These principles simply help uncover it. And this is only the beginning. The world of Stoic philosophy offers so much more to explore. Timeless guidance that can help you navigate life with more peace, more presence, and more meaning. If this experience sparked something in you and you'd like to go further, be sure to check out what we've shared beyond this video. There's more wisdom, more insight, and more practical advice waiting for you. Feel free to share your thoughts, your reflections, or even your struggles in the comments. We grow stronger by learning from each other. And if you found value in this, we'd love for you to subscribe and stay connected as we keep walking this path together. Here's to mornings that feel grounded, to days that feel meaningful, and to a life filled not just with goals, but with gratitude.